Part 13 of the Journey of the Magi, also called Something You Wish You Never Started. So, with a running stream and a watermill beating the darkness. I think the Darkness are a band, aren't they? So, an entry in the Baedeker book mentions Schloss, I feel drunk when I say that, Eltz, with a mill in and a mill stream. And it mentions the Counts of Eltz, and I can't say this without laughing. It's only because of the way that I want to pronounce it. So it's Schwankirche, but I want to pronounce it Schwankirche because I'm a child. Anyway, it's a pilgrim resort. The name Swan Church is reminiscent of the legend according to which, through the intercession of the Mother of God, Mary, a knight was freed from captivity by a swan and carried home across the sea. Everyone was on acid back then. So this knight, probably a crusader then, had the church built. A swan decorates the turret of the church today as it once did. That made me think of the Cygnus constellation and also Zeus and Leda. It also then goes on to mention Carden, where there's a cave where St. Castor is said to have dwelt in the 4th century, which made me think of Castor and Pollux and Gemini links. And there's a terracotta group of the Magi on the high altar inside the present church. I'm sure it's been rebuilt multiple times. I had a little look at the Eltz family. So it said in 1268 there was a contract between Rudolph's, not the reindeer, great-grandsons Elias, Wilhelm and Theodoric on the division of the tribe and the establishment of a Gannerschaft. I don't know if that's got anything to do with swans. An inheritance and community of residence at Eltz Castle. This gave rise to the 3 main lines of Eltz, which may or may not relate to the 3 trees, as in 3 branches, which is mentioned later. So there was the Golden Lion, which were later the Counts of Eltz Kempenich, Silver Lion, the Barons of Eltz Rubinach, and with the buffalo horns, which are the Eltz Rodendorf, until their extinction in 1786. So it mentions the dressing room adjoining the bedchamber, or Rubinach Upper Hall, as it's called, is decorated with 15th century murals, ornaments, etc., and depictions of family members of the line with the silver lion. Lots of lion reference throughout the poem, and silver comes up later. I think sylve as well also means forest. And then 2 of the portraits depict Jutta and Lancelot von Eltz in 1451. And I thought just the name Lancelot was intriguing to me, of Lancelot fame. And then in relation to darkness, so darkness put an end to the battle is written in the Baedeker book relating to Mars le Tour. So Mars, the Tower of Mars, I guess. But it was a battle, also known as the Battle of Vionville or Rezonville, in 1870. And there it mentions that they had to retreat towards the fortress of Metz. And the parish church of St. Martin dates from 1840, built on the remains of the old church from the 6th century. The bell tower, crowned by a crenellated terrace, the church was transformed into a sanctuary.